Hi everyone, I'm Sean Horish and welcome to Pulse of the Port. Protecting the Port of Long Beach, which moves about $155 billion in cargo each year and supports 1.4 million jobs across the nation, is a vital task. One of several key agencies in support of that effort is the port's own Harbor Patrol. So we're going to join Officer Emanuela Pena on a ride-along of this massive 3,200-acre port complex. Officer, thanks for helping us out tonight. How are you?
Thank you. Good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Now, you have been with the Port of Long Beach for 10 years now. I imagine a lot of things have changed. Can you tell us about that?
Wow. I think around the country a whole lot has changed. Security is heightened all over the place. But for us, in my experience, we have a brand new headquarters for us. Our training and capabilities have increased. Our department has increased quite a bit.
So what you will be on the lookout for tonight?
Oh, wow. There's a few things you could be on the lookout for. I mean, suspicious activity, anything that looks out of the ordinary. There's a lot of heavy equipment that's around, so we want to make sure it's safe for everyone that comes down here.
Sounds like we're ready to go. Mind if I drive?
Sure, go ahead.
She doesn't mean that. Now, before we get underway, let's take a look at our first story, highlighting the cleanest fleet of locomotives in the country, which is helping the port fulfill a long-term commitment to cleaner air.
Throughout Southern California, you'll spot Union Pacific and BNSF trains transporting goods to and from destinations all across our country. But did you know that within the Port of Long Beach there is another railroad that never leaves the port?
Pacific Harbor Line is what's described as a short line railroad. The short line railroad is referred to in our industry as the first and last mile. What we do compared to what our big brothers do, the Union Pacific and BNSF, is they take trains across the country. They bring them to us and hand them off to us to deliver or to bring back out of the port. Kind of think of us as the valet parking for the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles.
Within the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles, there are 76 miles of railroad lines serving the many cargo terminals. Managing all the inbound and outbound trains in this area is the responsibility of PHL, which currently moves 60 to 90 trains every day. But soon this workload will increase dramatically.
Port of Long Beach has a significant plan to increase the Pier B rail yard to more than 4 times its existing size. Those plans are already in the works. There are supplemental operations to prepare for these major construction projects that are currently underway, and some have already started construction this year. So that and the work that's being done in the Port of Los Angeles will make us retain the title of the busiest port in the Western Hemisphere.
But being the busiest is just one objective. The other is to be the greenest, and here PHL is leading the way by using reduced emission locomotives to improve air quality. These locomotives are equipped with EPA-designated Tier 4 engines that reduce particulate matter by more than 80% over older locomotives, as well as cutting nitrous oxides by 60%.
Let's talk about your car. What we had in 2005 was a vehicle that was running on leaded gasoline. In 2007, we had a vehicle that was running on unleaded gasoline. Now we've added a catalytic converter onto the car, and we're coming out with no visible exhaust from our locomotives.
With these new locomotives and their ongoing commitment to investing in new green technology, PHL is a valuable partner in building the port of the future right here in Long Beach.
The value of rail comes first and foremost in the fact that it's the most environmentally friendly mode of transportation. Railroads can move a ton of freight 500 miles on 1 gallon of diesel. Secondly, if you think about it, for every train that we move, that's 350 trucks that are not on the highway infrastructure, that's not blocking traffic, causing pollution, or requiring maintenance funds to fix the highways. And the third reason why there's so much work being done in both port complexes is to make sure that we stay ahead of the Panama Canal. We retain our importance as an inbound import port for the United States.
For more information about current rail projects, visit polb.com.
All of PHL's locomotives now exceed tough EPA emission standards. It's good to know that as the port expands and improves its rail network, that it'll do so with some of the cleanest locomotives around. Coming up after the break, we'll introduce you to some dynamic local high school students that are getting an up-close look at how to run an international seaport.